Righto guys, so we're going to talk to you about our movement standards for the Paladin races. So first of all, we're going to take you through our bear hug squat. You guys can hold this ball at your chest or at your belly, wherever's the most comfortable for you. Okay, the important part is where your hips are getting to. So we squat down, okay, we want to get down to 90 degrees. As we stand back up, okay, full open hips. We've got complete extension there, all right? Knees are straight, hips are straight. Okay, go through that again. We get down to 90 degrees, we come back up, we're standing nice and tall, all right? We don't want to come to the top, have straight legs, but our hips aren't open. Straighten these legs, straighten these legs. Okay, that is not a complete rep. You must stand all the way tall, okay? At the bottom of the movement, if you fall forward or back, that doesn't matter too much. Okay, get down to 90 degrees, we stand nice and tall. Look at that, beautiful, thanks. Okay, so moving on to our walking lunges. So with the ball, you can hold that ball anywhere you like, all right? If you wanna hold it on a shoulder, behind your back, in front of you, like a bear hug, whatever works for you, that is fine. Okay, the important part is we step out, back knee touches the ground, okay, and then we stand nice and tall. If you want to stop in the center each time and have a breather, you can, or if you're doing a flow through step, no problems on that either, whatever you think is the most efficient. You must get down to the ground though. That back knee must touch the ground. We stand tall, float through to the next one. So moving on to the standards for our grounder overhead, okay? First of all, make sure you get the right weighted plate. Now, you're picking it up off the ground and then nice straight arms overhead, okay? There's obviously the most efficient technique that you can do where it's a little bit of that hip hinge, okay? So nice fast hinge movement. Everyone does have a different style, so it doesn't matter too much, okay? Just think about keeping your abs on. Standard, from the ground, must touch, straight arms overhead, okay? Full extension overhead. We're not bending our arms and just coming to our face. That's not a rep. Cool, thank you. So moving on to our plate thrusters, all right? You do have to pick the weight up off the ground, obviously, but your starting position, okay? The plate needs to be underneath your chin, preference, elbows underneath your wrists, okay? We squat down, must get to 90 degrees, drive up, nice straight arms overhead, okay? So we're locking out those elbows just like the grounder overhead. If we're bent, okay, this is not a completed rep. Make sure we're nice straight arms, okay? Do a couple of good ones there for us, Cami. Plate underneath the chin, nice straight arms overhead. Plate underneath the chin, getting down to 90 degrees, so hips in line with the knees or below, okay? Nice and smooth on that one, guys. Okay, so on to our ball over or ball over the shoulder. So this one, you are picking it up off the ground each time, so get down nice and low. We're standing tall, ball up and over your shoulder, okay? It doesn't have to touch the shoulder, you can throw it straight over, but that is the position of where it needs to go over, not your bicep, okay? And you're not standing nice and low, you're not staying low in that movement. So show us a crappy one, man. So up and then over. If it went over your bicep here, that's not a rep, okay? We want to get it up and over your shoulder. So on to our box overs for the Paladin race. It will be set at 20 inches off the ground, remembering that the boxes we use are foam, so a little bit soft. Now with your movement standards, guys, 2 feet start on the ground, 2 feet onto the box, 2 feet onto the other side. So you can do the step like Cam's doing there, up and over, 2 feet must touch, or do a box jump and then jump over. It's up to you what you think is the most efficient, but the standard is 2 feet, 2 feet, 2 feet, okay? Thank you. Okay, so your burpees. Many different techniques on this one, okay? You can smash them out as quick as you like. You can step back and forward. For us, our movement standard is you must get all the way down to the ground, okay? You must stand back up nice and tall. Your feet must come off the ground and your hands go up and over your head, okay? Now, if you did that without any pauses, Cam's just gonna bang out a couple of quick ones here, jumping straight up, back down into it, okay? Another option you can do is the actual step forward. Can you just show us a step one? Okay, it's a bit slower, but then you still got to get the feet up off the ground and hands up and over the head. Making sure we get full extension at the top, guys. If Cam was to do a half burpee where his chest doesn't go all the way to the floor, can we show us one of them? So chest doesn't go all the way to the floor, he comes back up. That's not a good rep. And then same at the top, if he's not getting that full extension, he's only coming halfway up, that doesn't count either, okay? All the way to the floor, all the way tall, that's what we want. Give us a good one, Cammy. All the way tall, feet up off the ground. Beautiful, love that, thank you. Okay guys, so on to our farmer's carries. This is a new addition for 2025. So we've removed the butterfly sit-ups in place for your farmer's carries. So with the kettlebell, okay, picking them up from the ground, nice straight arms, keeping your shoulders back. Note, girls are going to be doing 16 kg and mixed, and then guys are doing the 20 kilos on that one. So this one is based on distance, guys, okay? So the standard for this is you're carrying 2 of the correct weights and then you're completing the distance. There are some technique variations you can do there with a straight wrist holding in the middle, or you can hold it on the edge there, or you can even do some swings, but that might be another video for later on. Pick up the correct weight, go the correct distance. You guys are awesome.